What's up, everybody? Doing a quick gig here on grinding tools that you might be able to use for automotive, whatever you might be doing. Wrenching with Kenny, I want to say last week or so. Today's the 24th. Sometime last week or maybe 10 days ago. Shit, I don't remember. He was reaching out to some of the guys that use different grinders. He was grinding on a bumper using one of these guys. He said he was having some trouble just because it didn't seem to be working quick enough. And so he reached out, and I commented Milwaukee 5000 with a 36 grit disc. You know, this is a 36. Pretty flimsy. It's supposedly a fiber disc. This 36 is what they had in the tool rental department of Home Depot. When I was making surfboards, the ones we used were way more stiff than this. And I'm going to do another video on how well this thing might work. This is the 50 grit in the section, and this is way stiffer. I mean, 50. This is 50 grit. Anyway, yeah, this is way stiffer. But the ones we use in surfboards, and what we do for longboards, you know, 9 foot and over, there was a plastic 10.5-inch box with a slot in it, and we would route for that, and then sink this plastic 10-inch box. It was probably about 1.5 inches wide, maybe a couple inches deep, and 10.5 inches long. And then it'd be sticking up by about, I don't know, maybe 1 inch, 3/4, something like that. And we have to grind it down to make the surfboard flat. That was pretty sketchy, because dealing with surfboards and fiberglass, even on the longboards and stuff, you're looking at no more than 1/8 of an inch of resin and fiberglass max. The fiberglass itself was barely 1/16 of an inch thick, if that. Then you put the sanding coat over that, so you're dealing with super minimal tolerances with an aggressive machine like so. This is the Bauer at 3,500 max RPM. Works pretty good. And the reason we would use this is because it would remove all the material really quick. You know, when you're getting paid per board, you want to get the job done as fast as possible. Instead of using one of these guys, you'd be there for 20 minutes just grinding down a fin box with one of these or one of these. With this thing, you take that fin box down in about 20 seconds. So, but you had to know what the hell you were doing, or just destroy the surfboard and get into the foam and everything, which is obviously no good. But with metal, you can get away with, you know, obviously you're trying to grind metal. This is a good disc to work with. They sell them on the internet. They're thicker. I don't like, you know, certain ones unless I go with the surfboard material supply companies. I don't like getting those discs because you don't know how thick they are, just like this one. Very flimsy. How long is this going to last? I'm going to do another video when I grind on this piece of metal right here, just to show no tricks, no nothing. You guys are going to get what you see. Like I say, what you get is what you see is what you get. This guy, I like it because you can finesse. It's a fiberglass backing. You can get the rubber ones, which is a 2-piece. But I like the fiberglass one. It's just more control because it flexes. You can see the flexibility there. So, you know, it's just this piece goes on here like so. It's a 3-piece. You know, 3-piece here. This goes on. This goes on. The disc goes here. And then where's my other, and then this guy goes on top of here and screws on, and you tighten it all up, you know, you lock it in place, and it's self-tightening. It tightens itself up. and it, man, you're doing heavy duty grinding. It's flexible. So I looked on YouTube. I don't see very many of those flexible ones. This, I like it. You can finesse it. You can do what you got to do. It's not super rigid, putting gouges in your piece and stuff. But what I'm trying to do here, what I got to do here is I'm going to grind this bracket off of this bumper so I can reshape it, get creative with my press. And I'm going to use my die grinder for that. You know, here, get these little spot welds. No need for a big machine. This might take a little longer than a big machine, but this too, and I like it. Look, you get some flexibility with this guy. So basically, it's just a video of what kind of grinders you might need or use, and get them in your toolbox. They all do, they serve their purpose. There's no one better than the other. It just matters which one you're going to use for what job and application you need. Again, the next video I'm going to show, I'm going to use this guy brand new everything. Oh yeah, this is the one I bought because I want this fiberglass one. I like it. I like the way the 3-piece works with the fiberglass phenolic. It's called fiberglass phenolic backing plate. They work awesome. They flex good. You can finesse, you can feather. It works killer. And then yeah, I'm gonna see how good these little flexible ones, and they're in the tool rental department. Yeah, today I was at Home Depot and the website said ILTR, and I kept asking about everybody in YouTube, where's ILTR? Oh, that's a tool room. It's right there. They're all right there. They're right there where I got these 50 grit ones. No, finally some higher up in Home Depot said, no, TR means tool rental. Okay, found what I was looking for. 50 grit, 36. There's a 24. Yeah, that's a 24. So have all of these. Wrenching with Kenny. In Hawaii, we call you Uncle Kenny. On the East Coast, when I was living there in Virginia and North Carolina and Georgia, we call you all Mr. or Miss by your first name. So Mr. Kenny, here's your tool, baby. If you want to get the Milwaukee, this one is adjustable. This thing is killer, fully, dude. This Bauer sander is sick. I've used them all in surfboards. I made surfboards 25 years. I've used them all. But for grinding down heavy duty stock, yeah, we use the Milwaukee 5000. Got 2 RPMs, 0 and 5,000. You can trigger it when you get, when you're starting to learn how to do it. But once you get good, you go full bore, man. You knock that fin box and everything big, trying to remove big material, doing major ding repairs, restorations, doing, 5,000. Get her done. But I'm going to show you something here real quick. Check this out. I'll show you the rubber backing one. That 3-piece phenolic. What do we got here? Come on. Yeah, there we go. That's the rubber backing one. $12 from, where is this? Empire Abrasives. 13 bucks shipping. I don't know what they're going to charge for shipping. For that whole piece, including shipping, I got it to my door for about 65 bucks, but I've been meaning to get one for years and years and years. When I was making surfboards in California, I was struggling with the tools those guys had. And they were using some 4-inch disc with glued on 60 grit. And it would get hot. The sandpaper would fall off. Just a nightmare. It'd take 10 minutes to grind out one fin box. Whereas that other phenolic disc, the 3-piece, I'd do it in 20 seconds. So anyway, these are cheap. This is good for metal. If you guys are just doing metal, get this one. This is all you need for metal. I don't like it because it ends up distorting the grinding disc. The way this is designed, it just doesn't work that well. I don't care for it. But if you're on a budget and you need to just do some heavy duty metal grinding, this one works fine. Just fine. Anyway, that's it. Take care, everybody. Like, share, subscribe, please. You probably didn't even watch to the end, but check it out, man. Check out all my other videos. Take care, everybody. Peace. Aloha.